This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Clint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
the Jason Walker Show.
Hey, what up? Happy Tuesday. The Jason Walker Show, hanging out inside the man cave. You, by the way, you can have your name be front or in front of the man cave. Just get a hold of me if you want to be the blank man cave. Anyway, big show coming up today. Alex Eschelman will join us. We'll break down everything Bobcat Grizz related, game day, and a special guest while Alex joins us as well. Looking forward to that. Get you set for the Thanksgiving weekend and much more. You can watch on Facebook, Twitter. Yes, YouTube is still there. Rumble, though, is where we're also sending folks. Just go to jasonwalkershow.com. Check it all out. What else was I going to say? Oh, you can tweet us anytime at jwalkersports. You can also email jason at jasonwalkershow.com. The Walk Up, brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes. They are the premier log home company in the industry, 3 distinct divisions. So you can create the log home of your dreams and your budget. You've got milled, you've got handcrafted, you've got timber frame. They will work with you. They have floor plans. You can bring in your own. You can work together. Over 50 years experience, the best craftsmen available, not only in Montana, but maybe even in the entire western part of the United States. And they'll travel to your job site. Get a hold of Montana Custom Log Homes at yourcustomlog.com. Got some info from our good buddy Mark LaRoe. He's got new calendars out. We'll go through those. Coming up, I'll tell you how to get yours. So Montana State's Tommy Malott, Robbie Hauk of Montana, named finalist for FCS Awards. Hauk is among the 30 finalists for the Buck Buchanan Award. Montana State quarterback Tommy Malott, one of 30 finalists for the Walter Payton Award. Both were announced today. Malott, 59% passing, 1,327 yards, 9 touchdowns, 4 picks, 856 yards on the ground with 9 touchdowns, 122 carries. By the way, he averages 7 yards per carry. And let's not forget, he missed 2 full games and basically a third because of a concussion. Bobcats won those games when they were down their starting quarterback. Malott is the only quarterback on that list for Walter Payton from the Big Sky. Running backs, UC Davis's Yolonzo Gilliam Jr., Sac State's Cameron Scatabo in there as well. Hauk has played in all of 11 games, 95 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, 1.5 sacks and a pass breakup. Sac State defensive back Marte Mapu and Weber State linebacker Winston Reed, also Buck Buchanan finalists as well, as we're starting to get some names and awards and the such. Postseason is upon us now. By the way, FCS Stats Perform announced its finalists for a couple of awards. Brent Vegan, one of 16 finalists for the Eddie Robinson Award. That's given to the FCS Coach of the Year. He's also nominated with Sacramento State's Troy Taylor, who won the award in 2019. Both were nominated for this award last year. Both teams went 10-0 against the FCS. Both teams 8-0 in conference. And Deion Sanders, another finalist for that award after winning it last year. So, let's see. what's his name? Patrick Rohrbach from the Grizz, Glacier standout punter, is on the award list as well for the Jerry Rice Award, which goes to Freshman of the Year. Remember, Rohrbach replaced Brian Buschini, who left UM to go to Nebraska. I think they won the same amount of games. Actually, I think the Grizz won more games than Nebraska did. And they fired their coach 4 games in. Rohrbach averaging 46.2 yards per punt, which is pretty good. 14 punts of his 40 have gone at least 50. He's got a long of 68. He's one of 3 Big Sky finalists for the Jerry Rice, Rex Connor of Davis, Idaho QB Giovanni McCoy as well, named in that in those lists. Montana High School Association had some meetings today and some realignment for football teams, and tell you who they are here in a second, as soon as I figure out what the heck I'm doing here. Let's see here. Where am I at? There it is. So this is for football. Big Fork, as we know, moving up to Class A from Class B. East Helena is going to stay in Class A, but go from the west to the southeast, which makes a heck of a lot more sense. Big Fork now part of a 7-school Northwest Conference. There'll be 6 schools in the southeast with East Helena. I can tell you who they are. So the Southeast Conference is going to, it's not going to get any easier for East Helena. Billings Central lost in the state championship game. Hardin, Laurel, Lockwood, and Livingston. In the West, it's Dillon, Butte Central, Corvallis, Frenchtown, Hamilton, Stevensville. That powerhouse division stays the same. Northwest will be Big Fork, the newcomer, and then Browning, Columbia Falls, Libby, Polson, Ronan, and Whitefish. That's strong. And the East Division, Northeast Conference, Miles City, Glendive, Lewistown, just one state, Havre, and Sydney. So, what is that, 14, and there's 23 schools? Is that right? 25 schools? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13, 18, and 6 is 24. Okay. Is that right? Yeah. 24 Class A schools. Yes, because Big Fork moved up. So there you go. Also, some other moves by the MHSA. They announced that the first state baseball tournament will take place in Butte. Other football news, Webo goes back to 8-man from 6-man. Westby Grenora will drop down to 6-man. Joliet's going to go back to Class B. Other appeals for Class B, 8-man, 6-man shelved until the normal January meeting. So there you go. Some football news. Now that's only football. But I bring up the baseball because the Billings School District voted no on adopting high school baseball until at least 2025. So that's 3 years down the road. They voted 5-3, the Board of Trustees. So no West, Senior, or Skyview playing baseball until at least 2025. One of the board members citing the cost, about $140,000 yearly expenses for the baseball teams. Little League, Legion, everybody in Billings all about it. Billings Parks and Recs, the Billings Mustangs. Mark Wall, the activities director, said unanimous support for adding high school baseball. And, quote, a willingness to work together to ensure there were no scheduling conflicts and fields were available, end quote. There will be, 22 schools that will play baseball? Butte and Belgrade in the AA. So we're going to have one division, at least to start. So Wall also told the board that basically if it wasn't passed last night, it's going to come up again. There's enough baseball interest in the community that it's going to come up each year until it's finally put into effect. So there you go. Let's see here. What else did we see we wanted to get to before we get to Alex Eschelman? That's it. We nailed it. We got calendars to talk about with Mark LaRoe. Got the new ones delivered today, $28 a piece. And you get the Scenic Montana, the Cowboys of Cowboys of Montana. Where's the Western Montana? Cowboys and Cowgirls of Western Montana. Now, we have the other... Sorry, Mindy. The other calendar from 2022 is hanging in the back there. My wife likes the Scenic one. I like the Cowboys and Cowgirls of Western Montana. So appreciate Mark for dropping those off today. And we'll tell you how you can get yours coming up. We're just a couple of weeks from the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. It's crazy how fast it's coming. All right, let me take a quick break. We'll come back. And when we return, we'll talk everything about Saturday, from game day to the cold to the game to the playoffs, with Alex Eschelman, the great ABC Fox Montana, SWX Montana sports reporter, will join us. We'll have a special guest with Alex as well. And that is next. The Walk-Up, brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes. Veteran-owned, family-owned, woman-owned, and operated. 15 different floor plans. You can come in with your own. And they're just fantastic. They will travel to your job site. They have done some amazing work, and that includes down in the Bahamas. And if you don't believe me, just watch this. Can we do it? There we go. So they went to the Bahamas, Coco Cay, and built this amazing bar at Captain Jack's. And it withstood hurricane force winds within the first couple of months it was up. So they know what they're doing, and they'll do it right the first time. Montana Custom Log Homes. Check them out, yourcustomlog.com, to get started today.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklaroephotography.com. L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients, along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com. Fall is officially here, and now is the perfect time to get your rig tuned up before the big hunt. That means a lift kit from Auto Concepts. An Auto Concepts lift kit will help take you places only the animals can go. And when you do get that big one, make sure you have help to get it home with a winch to pull it out. Or maybe you'll be a good friend and help pull someone out of the snowbank. Check out AutoConceptsHelena.com for more ideas. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals. Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients, along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com.
Summer, the season to work hard, play hard. The days are heating up and getting longer. The smell of fresh cut grass, the hot sun on your skin. We kidding. We all know you're really thinking about having fun and relaxing at the Copper Club Casino. Meet your friends for a cold one. Play a $5 or $2. When you want great service, cold drinks, and fun entertainment, this is the place. The Copper Club Casino, where everybody knows your name any time of year. On Euclid across from the Lundy Center, the Copper Club Casino.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show, Tuesday. Hope you have a good one. Hope you have a short week. You can tweet us your Thanksgiving plans at JWalkerSports. Let us know what you're doing. Got the Weiss family coming over, so I'll be on the Traeger cooking the turkeys. We do turkey breasts instead of the big turkey. It's easier. It's better. And the Traeger is amazing, so looking forward to that. Let's see, what else? What's your favorite dish? What's Alex Eschelman's favorite? We'll check in with her. This segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena. Well, it was a chilly day in Bozeman. Is she thawed out? And what was game day actually like before Cat Grizz? Alex Eschelman joining us. It is the Eschel Special and is brought to you by Dinners Done Right. Jason Walker Show. All right, Miss Eschelman, how are you? Have you recovered after a busy week?
You know, yesterday I was feeling it, Jason. It was definitely hitting me at work. I'm like, oh my gosh, that was it was crazy to think that time last Monday, the craziness started. I mean, it really started on Sunday, but the work week is really when it got crazy. But Bethany Cordell said it best on Twitter on Saturday. Today was perfect. Like everything leading up to ESPN College Game Day and Cat Grizz couldn't have been more perfect for Montana State football.
Well, and of course,
really the university and the town as a whole.
Well, and I gave my Auto Concepts Performance of the Week yesterday to Montana State University. Waded Cruzado, Leon Costello, Bethany, the athletic department, the university as a whole, because of what they did in such a short amount of time with game day coming to town. And then, of course, you get the win. Makes it even better.
Well, and that's a good point, Jason. And I think why they were able to string together such an amazing production so quickly is because the culture within the athletic department, within the school, within the town is as good as it gets. I mean, people respect each other. They're supportive of each other. It's not, that's why it was able to come together so perfectly in a number of hours with the rodeo team and the facilities and everything, because that is how they operate 365 days a year.
Yep. It is the Eschel Special with Alex Eschelman, brought to you by Dinner's Done Right. Have you thawed out yet?
You know what? I'm actually kind of proud of myself. I'm kind of proud of myself, Jason, because I wasn't that cold on game day.
Okay.
And we were out there just like everyone else. I mean, people were out there before us, but we got out to our set and ESPN College Game Day at 5 a.m, where it was about 12 below, maybe 3 below, anything between like 3 to 12 below. And it goes back to my saying, as long as you know how to dress in it and drive in it, you're going to be okay.
Yes.
And I did my full ski outfit thermal set.
Nice.
And then I did another layer of a thermal set. And then I did my sweater, normal pants over that. Ski pants, I layered to the max with hand warmers, feet warmers, and I really was good to go. I was okay. I felt invincible. I told my parents, so every winter, my sister and I go out with my dad to go duck hunting. We've never we've never actually participated other than just going and watching him do it with our dog. But it was kind of like putting on waders for the first time, and you're walking through the water and you're like, I am invincible. That's exactly how I felt.
And you didn't need someone to rub your feet like Kirk Herbstreit.
You know what? I don't blame him.
No, I don't either. I thought it was just hilarious though.
Yeah. Oh, hilarious. Yeah, no, it was hilarious. And if you don't know how to properly dress, you're going to be in trouble, because people don't understand sub-zero weather until they're in it. And it doesn't feel much different until you start feeling everything sting.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, 100%.
So I'm okay.
Yeah. Well, good.
I'm okay.
I thought game day did everything perfect. 100 things, 99 were perfect. The only one was probably Sir Nick Faldo as the guest picker. I mean, he's lived in Bozeman for 4 months. I get it, but that was my only real complaint with the day.
And it's an understandable complaint. I get it. I completely get it. I mean, I totally understand. Nick Faldo, however, I think he's a well-known name. I mean, obviously in the golf world. So I know my dad was pretty excited to know, because he's a big golfer. So it was, but I get it. And I think you did a great job. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, but I agree with you in some ways. I mean, I would have liked to see like a Flint Rasmussen up there, but I'm happy that they were able to incorporate Flint in there. But no, he did a great job, and I get where people are coming from. But if that's the one thing that was not perfect, I'm okay.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And, I brought this up with George Ferguson yesterday from the Havre Daily News. I don't know. I mean, Flint would have been great, and I love Flint to death. I love the family, but I don't know if he's such a well-known name in the college football world, that
right.
Even. Yeah.
And that's a fair argument too, right? He's not necessarily famous in the college football world by any means. Not necessarily. I mean, you could also argue that for Nick Faldo.
Well, true.
but it, it was all great. It was all great watching Lee Corso put on the Bobcat head,
awesome.
Seeing so many fans out there, both Cat and Grizz, incorporating the rodeo team into their whole entrance into Bozeman. I mean, that was incredible. Yep. There were so many unique things. Having the American Indian Council be a part of the whole experience was so necessary and appropriate. And I'm so happy that they did that. I thought overall it was a good representation of what Bozeman and Montana is about.
Yep. I think Bozeman won, the Cats, the university, the Big Sky, the entire state, the Grizz. I mean, everybody won on Saturday except on the scoreboard. We'll talk about that game here in a second. You did get to do your media day. I don't know if you got to talk to Lee Corso or not, but Herbie was there. Reese Davis was there. Maybe Herbie wasn't, but what was that like for you?
We walked into the Brick Breeden Field House at 10, and we were starting media at 10:30. And as soon as we walk in, I see Lee Corso walk out of their media room, and I couldn't help myself. I was like, Lee Corso, how are you? And he has no idea who I am. Right. And he's so sweet and old, and he's like, hello, so just very just sweet and quiet. And obviously, I mean, he was going to be quiet with me. He doesn't know who I am. Right. But he walked out. Pat McAfee stopped and talked to us. Actually, funny story. So he obviously was coached by Rich Rod at West Virginia, and one of my closest friends from Arizona, cheerleading and teammates, was Raquel Rodriguez, who's his daughter. So we were kind of connected already prior to meeting, and we chatted about that. But my biggest takeaway from speaking with Reese and our media availability, David, Desmond, everyone was exactly how you would have hoped to be. They were nice. They were personable. They weren't high maintenance. They stayed for as long as we wanted them to, as they wanted them to talk with us and get to know the place and the media. It was awesome. That's cool. It was exactly what you would have hoped.
That's cool. Who's better looking in person, Herbie or Pollock?
So I didn't get to see Kirk Herbstreit really up close besides actual game day. I can't say. I mean, they're both good looking guys. They're all good looking. No,
this is
guys.
What you have to choose, one or the other.
I guess David Pollock, only because he's probably a little younger. Not saying that Kirk Herbstreit looks old, but I think he's a little younger.
A little, yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, let's go to the game now. Opening drive, 6 plays, Tommy Millott goes in, scores. Grizz answer. And then you think, this is going to be a football game. And then all of a sudden, it just went completely, up for the Cats, and the Grizz couldn't stop them. And you were on the sidelines watching it. What was your impression?
My impression, so I was on the Grizz sideline. That's typically where the media is, walking back and forth. And I think Coach Vigen said it best at the beginning of the week. He said, this is the type of game where you cannot let the momentum get away from you. And it's going to happen. In a game like this, it's going to happen. Montana's a good team, and it's a rivalry game, and there's so much emotion and passion and things at stake that it's given that the momentum is going to shift. But if you let it fully get away from you, then you're in trouble. And I think that's what happened with the Grizz. I think that Montana State, they saw the momentum shift a little bit when Montana scored, and they did not let that fully get away from them. The Bobcats responded quickly in all phases, and they did not let them take back that momentum. And I think that the Grizz they didn't make the adjustments that they needed to make for whatever reason to try to get that momentum back.
What was it like on the sideline? Where was the moment in the game you could feel on the Grizz sideline that this is not going to go our way?
I think halftime. I think when the lead, I think when it was 31-7, I mean, that at that point, I'm like, this is kind of over.
Yeah, I think a lot of people.
This is kind of over, and I said to a couple of other people on the sideline, I said, you never know, but coming back from a 31-7 deficit is going to be tough with the atmosphere that was at Bobcat Stadium. People were roaring. Like, the place was borderline shaking. It felt like a semifinal. It felt like the semifinal game last year, and that one was even a little more special just because you will never forget them saying on the overhead, the Bobcats are going to the national championship. Yeah. But this one was so special because for the Bobcats, because there was so much talk throughout that week about, oh, well, ESPN's college game day is coming. Do you think they're going to live up to the hype? They 1,000% did.
Yep. 100%. Alex Eschelman joining us. She is the ABC Fox Montana SWX Montana sports reporter. You did a great story about RJ Fitzgerald and the Fitzgerald family. Fantastic, fantastic story. RJ scoring. You talked to him. You know him. What was that like for you watching him score in a Cat Grizz game?
So special. And I've said this so many times, and I say it to their parents, and I say it to random people, and I say it to you. I cannot believe how many nice boys and good people are a part of not only Montana State football, but all Montana State, Gallatin Mountain, Montana. I mean, even on the Grizz side, like, there are so many good people in this state. It's crazy. And RJ is 100% one of those people. I've now known him and it's weird because I'm 25. I'm pretty sure he's 24. We're about the same age. Mm-hmm. So it's funny that I'm covering him, but we're just as much friends as well. And he's as good as it gets when it comes to being humble, not wanting it to be about himself. It's all about the team. It's how he presents himself, whether it's on the football field or obviously I'm not in class with him, but at school, out in the public where, if I ever see him on Main Street or something, and actually we did this fun segment last week too, where we asked these guys, we're like, obviously the Cats hate the Grizz, Grizz hate the Cats, come Cat Grizz week, right? But what are some other pet peeves, things that you can't stand? And there was one of the questions, Sean Rainey wrote all these questions, and so I was asking them. One of them was, what would you hate a date to say about you after the first date? And his response was, I would hate it if somebody said I just wasn't very nice. And that is so him. He's he's just such a nice person. And the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. The whole family's like that. So, sorry, I just said an entire novel, a hype fangirl piece about the Fitzgeralds, but they deserve it. Yep. The whole family does. And seeing him score that touchdown was so, I think, full circle for him. Because he grew up, and a lot of kids grow up Grizz fans our age, because when we were born, when we were little, the Grizz, that was their heyday. Yep. Like late 90s, early 2000s, that was their time. But the tides have turned, and to see RJ be a part of that tide turning when he didn't really get a shot with the Grizz, when he knew he was going to get a better shot with Montana State, special, just super special.
No, and it was a great story. Coach John Thatcher giving you props on the Twitter. He's a great guy, by the way. So
I don't think I've ever met him in person.
Yeah, he's fantastic. We actually had, was it 2 weeks ago at volleyball conference tournament, we had about a half hour, 45-minute chat just about basketball and his career. I mean, the dude coached with Kelvin Sampson at Tech, so
amazing.
I mean, yeah. So that you speak of great families. The Thatcher family from Butte's another one. Playoff seeds come out. I was a little surprised the Cats got jumped by NDSU to the 4 seed, despite being ranked 3rd and taking care of business. You could argue NDSU lost to its biggest rival in SDSU. Did beat North Dakota, but surprising there, I think. And then I saw the video reaction at the Brick when they announced the Bobcats' future opponent for the quarters. It was like, wait, what? Weber could be coming back? Like, really? What was your takeaway?
Couple things. First of all, I do think that, and I'm not an expert on the selection committee, everything that goes on, but one word, politics. Politics. You can't not have NDSU. NDSU's the Alabama of the FCS. They're going to be given the benefit of the doubt. One, if anybody knows that the best, it's probably Coach Vegan. I mean, he didn't say anything, and he always keeps it classy, but that'd be interesting to hear his actual take on that. And the second thing is, part of me thinks people want to see a Weber-Montana State rematch because of how crazy that last game is. And I think Montana State, there was this big argument throughout the regular season, like, oh, the Bobcats haven't really played a good team, whether you agree with that or not agree with that. And so some people would say, oh, well, Weber. And then the defender would say, well, yeah, Weber, but they had 4 safeties in that game.
Yeah.
So, you could argue whatever you want, but those are the two things that I think could have determined that 4 seed. People were surprised for sure at the selection party. I think when NDSU popped up for the 3 seed and it wasn't Montana State. But here's the deal. Ty Okada said it best. He said 3 seed, 4 seed, we don't care. We'll play anybody that is put in front of us. And they just take the high. They're on a mission. Like, these guys are on a mission, and you can feel it. And there's this unstoppable momentum, knock on wood for them, but they have this feeling of nothing is going to get in their way. We'll play Weber again any day of the week. They don't care. So interesting though. I think politics is a key word there.
I will throw another word at you that's very key: money. And that's, I think, why, the Grizz got in. There's a 6th place team in the Big Sky. What? and then they get the home game. Plus, it's on ESPN2 when every other game is on ESPN Plus. You think that's kind of a makeup call? Like, oh, well, we didn't come to Missoula last year, but we'll put you on primetime on Saturday night.
That's a good question, Jason. I don't know. I think, yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting situation. But here's the thing where I think about politics and money talks and all of those things. It happens whether people like it or not, and I don't know if it will ever fully change. It happens in everything.
Yep. No, you're right. You're right.
Every profession, education, politics, business, sports, you name it. Things are the way that they are a lot of times because of who you know, how much money you have, and straight up politics. I mean, that's just, it is what it is. And is it slimy? Yeah, it is. Is it good, bad, whatever? It is what it is. So I don't know if that will ever change. I don't think it will, but hey, may the best man win. It's playoff time.
That's right.
The Grizz said it. They said everybody's 0-0 now, and it's true.
Yep. You're absolutely right. Alex Eschelman joining us. Best sign you saw at game day?
Bobby Houck kisses Robbie on the lips.
Oh, that's funny.
That was good. I saw, yeah, that one was really good. And you know what? I come from a family. I'm going to go my mother here. She is a proud Italian woman. And we come from a family, we kiss everybody on the lips. Like it's not foreign to us.
Right.
So I don't have a problem with Tom Brady kissing his son on the lips.
No.
Okay. I don't, but it's hilarious. It's a funny take. I see why some people are weirded out by it. I totally get it. So that was a funny one. I think another funny one was, there were a lot of, that meme where it's like the hot girl walking, and it's a guy with his girlfriend, and the guy's turning around looking at another girl, and the girlfriend's like, what are you doing? So there were a lot of those memes with Montana State being the hot chick, and then you've got the girlfriend being Montana, and the boy being College Game Day.
The best of those was Lee Corso as the boyfriend, and he's looking back at the cat as the hot chick, and I'm like, or hot girl, and I'm like,
yeah, no, that's a funny meme. Wait, what was your favorite? Because I know there were so many posted.
That one with Lee Corso with the girlfriend, the boyfriend, and that meme, but with Corso looking at the Montana State dating the Grizz. I thought that one was great.
No, there were some really, really good ones. Even the simple ones of Yellowstone's not real, don't move here or something.
Yes.
Like the ones that were making fun of the stereotype and kind of the whole storyline of people wanting to move to Montana and Montanans saying, no, we don't want you to move here.
Yep. No, there were some great ones. Crowd-wise, I heard a lot of people over on eGriz complaining it was a bad representation of the state because nobody showed up, but I thought it looked pretty well packed.
I thought it was good, and also I will say this, guys, I get it. Montanans are tough. We're all tough. It was freezing.
Yeah.
It was freezing. I mean, I don't blame them. I don't blame people who said, we'll stop by at 8. I do not blame them at all. It was really, really cold. And no, I thought it was great. I mean, the whole drone shot of them going through the fans and the set, and the girls flag football team playing on the side. Mm-hmm. I thought it was awesome. And I think that you didn't need any more people. Quite frankly, if there were more people and who may or may not have had one too many in their system, bad things could have happened. I was surprised to see that there wasn't a fight breaking out in a pile of people. There were kids there. There were families there who wanted to see it. I thought it was I think it was perfect. I don't think it. Yeah, no, I thought that the crowd was great.
Tailgating at 5 a.m. How many of those people actually made it to the game?
Well, enough, because they set a new program stadium record, over 22,000 people. Yeah. So yeah, definitely enough. But I will say I may or may not have had a couple friends that said, yeah, we dipped at halftime. We were toast.
But it stayed pretty packed. It was impressive. The night before, Cats dropping the banners for basketball for Big Sky champions. Mm-hmm. Troy Ross, the signing with MSU with Danny Sprinkle. I thought that was perfect for the weekend. And his sister Kennedy. But yeah, just you couldn't have asked for a more perfect football weekend and basketball weekend for MSU.
It's true. It's true. I actually wasn't able to be there. We had somebody else there. We had a whole team of people here last week kind of doing everything. So we had one of my other sports directors, Spencer Martin, at the banner drop and that celebration. I can't wait for basketball season. I can't wait. Football, it's crazy. I was thinking about this. At the very beginning of the year, we were saying, how are we going to top the year of the Bobcat? So far, it's looking pretty good.
Yes, it is. Yes,
so far, it's looking pretty good. So I'm really, really excited to get back into the brick and cover Danny and Trisha and their teams, because talk about Coach Vegan and Montana State football keeping it classy. They also are as classy as it gets. So I can't wait.
The only downside of the weekend Bozeman Hawks losing in the state championship, which is great for Capital. I picked the Hawks. I knew Capital was going to win, but I couldn't go against my alma mater. But that was really the bummer of the weekend was the Hawks losing, at least for the Gallatin Valley.
It was. And, one of the great parts about Montana, we know this, Jason, that while Montana State and UM are of the highest importance, high school sports right up there with them. I mean, people love their high school sports here. They're so supportive. They go to every game. It's a big deal, and people take a lot of pride in it. So everybody was following along with Coach Wesche and the Hawks. Definitely a bummer. However, I will say, and I'm not saying that I was necessarily rooting for Capital in this one. I was rooting for both because it's an accomplishment just to get there. I do love seeing teams who haven't made it to the title or haven't won a title in a longer time than the other opponent get the job done. So the fact that Capital was able to pull that off for the first time since 2011, pretty cool.
Well, and you bring up a great point with high school football, especially. Lewistown, first title since 2001. Belt's first title in 28 years. Big Sandy won its first ever.
So cool.
Yeah, I mean, it was just, it's awesome. And that, you talked about it with the Fitzgeralds, and we talk about it almost every week, but those stories of those kids and the families, and that's why we get to do what we do and love what we do. And I think, those are great stories. Big Sandy's never won a state championship in football, and yet now they're celebrating. 28-year drought, 21-year drought, 12-year drought. It's just awesome.
It is. That's the best part about sports.
Yep.
That's the best part about sports. There's always going to be ups and downs, but when you can see a group come together and change it and make it happen, it's really, that's why we watch.
All right. Best part of Thanksgiving for you will be?
Family.
Are you going home?
Nope. Got my sister here, actually.
Oh, nice.
She's getting ready for her work day. She flew in from Manhattan, New York, 2 days ago. So she's here. My parents come in tomorrow. Nice. And this, my aunt and uncle live in Livingston. Yep. I have cousins who are like brothers to me, live in Bozeman. So so we'll all be together.
Nice.
For the holiday. Are you going to be in Helena?
Yeah, we will be. We're hosting her family. Tomorrow we'll get the brine and the going for the turkeys that I'll be putting on the Traeger. Her family has asked now 3 years in a row for my turkeys. So there you go. Favorite dish for you?
Favorite dish? I think I'm just the classic. I like so I like the dark turkey, first of all. I do not like the lighter turkey. I'm a dark turkey person, and I like it. It's the one day out of the year. Typically, I don't like my food touching. I'm one of those where I'm like, this is here. Don't want this mixed in. No. But this is the one day out of the year, Jason, where I will happily mix everything.
Okay.
On the plate. So I like the dark roasted turkey mixed in with the mashed potatoes with the gravy. That is the mush of perfection.
Okay. I too like the turkey and the mashed potatoes and gravy. The stuffing, as long as it doesn't have onions. For years, my grandma used to have to make 2 things of stuffing because my uncle and I don't like onions and everybody else did. So we had our own.
I think that's pretty normal.
Yeah.
I think there's a thing with people that that's interesting.
Because I like onions on a burger.
I'll have to pay attention to that. Me too.
Yeah.
I'll have to pay attention to that this time around.
Okay. Not
2 stuffings.
Yeah. Today is National Cranberry Relish Day. Not a cranberry guy. But you like relish on your hot dogs.
I like cranberry. But I don't like cranberry. I like cranberry juice, and I kind of like cranberry more towards Christmas.
Okay.
Not really Thanksgiving. I don't know.
Are the beets, do you slide them out of the can?
Yeah, not a big beets gal either.
No. Relish tray, though? The veggie tray? Are you good with
relish?
that? Yeah. No, the relish tray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Relish, yes. Yeah, I'll do that. Thanksgiving, I like all the Thanksgiving foods, and my family and friends will know this about me. Maybe my most favorite is the bread and the butter.
Can't go wrong.
You just can't go wrong.
No.
You can't go wrong with bread and butter. Any time of the year, you can't go wrong. Bread and butter.
So are you flying your folks in so that mom can cook the turkey, or who cooks the turkey?
That's a good question. It's typically the moms. Yeah, it's typically mom and my Auntie Maria, we call her.
Okay.
But you know what? Everybody pitches in. And you know this, I come from a family of hunters, so there very well will probably be some sort of duck or elk, something.
Okay.
Some type of game meat on the table as well. So it's a team effort. Both the guys and the girls cook.
Well, you're Italian.
I really need to catch up with that because I'm not great at that, but we're getting there slowly.
Your mom would be so disappointed, Alex. You're an Italian, half Italian that doesn't cook.
I know.
Oh.
I know. Don't worry, we're getting there. It's fine. If there's anything I feel good about cooking is pasta. So that's
okay.
There you go.
All right. Well, there you go. Yeah. I mean, that's just naturally born into you, I think.
Yeah. Pasta dishes, I'm good.
Okay, desserts. I don't do pumpkin pie. Do you?
I will agree with you, and this is going to be a shout out to BJ Robertson, because when I first moved here, we had this whole conversation about pumpkin pie or apple pie, and both of us were apple all the way. There's no discussion. It is a warm piece of apple pie with a slab of vanilla ice cream.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I don't dislike pumpkin pie, though. I'll eat anything that's there.
What's your sister's dish? Since she's standing there, what's your sister's?
Do you want to pop on the show here for a second?
Hi, how are you?
I'm Brittany.
Jason.
I'm my sister.
She's not a pie person.
I am not a pie person, and this is unfortunate. I'm venturing more into
She
apple
didn't
pie.
like fruit as a child.
No,
Jason. So there you go. Nature's candy. She would prefer to eat vegetables.
Oh.
I know. It's my downfall. It really is. But I have been trying apple pie more, and I like it. It's good, but pumpkin pie is probably me, which I know I just overheard is the dislike.
Is not my thing.
No. Lemon meringue pie.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Key lime pie.
Not
He
key lime.
loves lemon. Like if you go to a smoothie store, she'll be like, I'll get the lemon freezer. It's like lemon and water.
Yeah.
But that's healthy, so that's good. See?
It has its perks.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, sis, what's your go-to dish then? Not dessert.
Not dessert. Mashed potatoes and gravy for sure.
Have
Like
either
that.
one of you ever done the Christmas story with the mashed potatoes and gravy? Like when the little brother eats like a pig in the Christmas story?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, do it. Your parents will be so impressed.
Okay.
We'll rewatch that scene to make sure we do it right, and then I'll get back on the show next week and tell you how it goes.
And you got to take pictures so we can put them on the show next week.
Okay.
Yeah, but you got to make the pig sound, like the oinking, and yeah.
Perfect.
I love it. I'm heading out, but nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Thanks for having me.
We're wrapping up.
Is that younger sis or older sis?
That's so funny you asked that. It's younger sis, but everyone from college on, everyone thinks she's older.
I think she looks younger to me.
Mm-hmm. You know what?
She agrees.
I'll take it, because in about 20 years, if they're still saying Britt looks older, I'm going to be perfectly fine with it.
There you go. You both are fantastic. I'll say that your parents did well.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Have a happy Thanksgiving, and
thank you.
Look forward to chatting next week about a playoff game. We'll find out who it's going to be against.
I cannot wait to see who that is, who they go up against. But thank you. Thankful to be on your show. Thankful to work with you every week. And here's to just more fun times ahead.
That is Alex Eschelman joining us along with her younger sister, Britt, and appreciate that. It was fun talking to them. So there you go. All things Alex Eschelman, the Eschel Special. It is brought to you by Dinner's Done Right. Make sure you stop in, grab and go food. Something, see, like tonight, well, they're closed, but tomorrow, nobody wants to cook the night before Thanksgiving. You're going to have the leftovers for the weekend. So go in, Dinner's Done Right tomorrow. Get a couple things for dinner tomorrow night. So it's, mess free and super easy. So get into Dinner's Done Right. All right, quick break. We'll come back. Got a couple of things to wrap up and go from there. Jason Walker Show coming right back. Hang on.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Everyone knows about Dinner's Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinner's Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinner's Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklaroephotography.com. Fall is officially here, and now is the perfect time to get your rig tuned up before the big hunt. That means a lift kit from Auto Concepts. An Auto Concepts lift kit will help take you places only the animals can go. And when you do get that big one, make sure you have help to get it home with a winch to pull it out. Or maybe you'll be a good friend and help pull someone out of the snowbank. Check out AutoConceptsHelena.com for more ideas. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
Summer, the season to work hard, play hard. The days are heating up and getting longer. The smell of fresh cut grass, the hot sun on your skin. We kidding. We all know you're really thinking about having fun and relaxing at the Copper Club Casino. Meet your friends for a cold one. Play a $5 or $2. When you want great service, cold drinks, and fun entertainment, this is the place. The Copper Club Casino, where everybody knows your name any time of year. On Euclid, across from Molendi Center, the Copper Club Casino.
Welcome back. Final segment, Jason Walker Show on a Tuesday. Getting set for the holiday. Hope you have a great one. Let's see here. The segment brought to you by Copper Club Casino. Warm folk, hot games, cold beer. Stop in. They have water too. Have some fun and be friendly. Drink and gamble responsibly. So Mark LaRoe, one of our fantastic sponsors, has his new calendar out. Just got delivered today. He's got 3 of them. But we've got the Scenic Montana and also Cowboys and Cowgirls of Western Montana. And you can go to his website, marklaroephotography.com. That's the cover of the 2023 edition. Charlie Hohnkamp. And then you've got Lauren Reiser of Townsend. You've got Lloyd Neal there from Augusta. Just great stuff. March, there's April. Love it. Love it all. So get a hold of marklaroephotography.com and get yours pre-ordered before he runs out. And he does sell these pretty quick because they are fantastic. Walt Ans's wife, Becky, right there, true cowgirl. So yeah, good stuff there. And that is the Cowboys of Western Montana calendar. So check it all out. I'm telling you, it's good stuff. Good stuff. He also has the Scenic Montana. I'll give you a couple of shots of those. The cover. And I mean, look at it. It's just unbelievable. And Mark goes out at all hours of the day and night to get these photos. So, because he's the best. Oh, he also has the 2023 equine calendar. You can order that as well. It's all horses. It's like they're posing. See, he knows how to get horses to pose. So check him out, marklaroephotography.com. Before we go, saw this on the Twitter, and Rob Friedman, who goes by Pitching Ninja, put this together. Check this out. It's 29 seconds of some of the best baseball calls this year. And get it into the screen here. Here we go. Check this out.
And the old reach around.
Yeah, I've rubbed up quite a few balls in my life.
I'm up here on my fanny. I don't have to drive in a run in the 9th inning with a tight ball game.
Still have to toss the salad. Full counts and egg with 3-2.
That comes naturally.
Are we not saying phrasing anymore?
Gary.
And the old reach around.
Gary, Keith, and...
I've rubbed up quite a few balls in my life.
Gary, Keith, and Ron, New York Mets broadcasters on SNY. They are the absolute best. Let's do on this day in history. November the 22nd, yesterday was National Stuffing Day. Today is Cranberry Relish Day. 1908 on this date, the first U.S.-Japanese baseball game is Reach All-Americans defeated Waseda U 5-0. 1910, Arthur Knight patents the Steel Shaft Golf Club. 1950, just over 7,000 people saw Fort Wayne Pistons edge the Minneapolis Lakers 1918, lowest ever NBA score, 37 combined points. 1981, a couple of big football deals. Browns quarterback Brian Sipe sets the club record by being intercepted 6 times. On the same day, different game, but San Diego Charger Dan Fouts passed for 6 touchdowns against Oakland. Couple of things that happened on this day in history. Let's do this.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
The walk-off is presented by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky. Short week to this week with the holiday. Got to do a lot of prep and cooking tomorrow, so no show tomorrow. Back next week. Alex will join us again, Alex Eschelman. Get you set. We got a big wrestling tournament up in Great Falls next weekend, the Battle of the Rockies. Some of the best teams from across the Northwest and Canada going to be in town, and Midwest as well. Congratulations to all the state football champs. Man, unbelievable. Big Sandy's first ever belt, first title in, 20-some years, 28 years. Lewistown's first title in 21. Capital's first title in 12. And Florence going back-to-back. By the way, Pat Deshane, the quarterback of Florence, just announced on Twitter a few minutes ago his commitment to Montana State. Thanks to George Ferguson, Havre Daily News, joining us. Kyle Mihelish, Capital football coach, state champ, and Alex and Brittany Eschelman for joining us today. Have a great Thanksgiving.
The Jason Walker.
We hope you have a wonderful holiday with family, friends. Make sure you go to jasonwalkershow.com if you missed anything, and we'll see you back here next week. Thanks to all of you for the great support, all around great support, and of course our sponsors. We'll see you next week. Happy Thanksgiving.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.